It's been a while since I've done one of these, but I'm happy to do it once again. Welcome to a new community response video from the Geekdom 101 Facebook, which is facebook.com/Geekdom101. Go ahead and join in the fun there. I wanted to do a video, do a discussion about the future of Dragon Ball Super, and I'm going to basically do what I've always done if you've seen these videos, is I'm going to read y'all's comments, and I'm going to give my replies and opinions on your ideas. What are we talking about today? Like I said, if Super comes back in 2019, what storylines do you want to see the show tackle? What lore do you want to see explored? I want everyone's crazy ideas. Of course, we don't have time to go through all of them because there's 248 comments on this, but we will go through as many as possible here on this video. And please feel free to leave your comments here on the YouTube page as well, not just the Geekdom 101 Facebook. Leave them here and about your ideas. What do you want for the future of Dragon Ball Super when it comes back? If it comes back, it probably will come back, but if it comes back, I'm going to say if because we don't have the announcement yet next year. Let's get right into it. Joshua Richardson says Cell returns. Cell's like the only villain that never really came back. I mean, we saw him come back in that episode where Goku and Krillin go get the grass, I guess you can say, for Roshi, the Illusions, the Island of Illusions episode. Cell is a popular character. I just don't see a logical way to bring him back. And one thing I don't want them to do is bring everybody back, because Trunks came back, Frieza came back, everybody came back. Bringing Cell back, I mean, I see why you would want it. I just feel like it's more so something for heroes than Dragon Ball Super. There has to be a good reason. Donnie Knife Frost says an arc for Gohan to get his unique transformation. Well, Ultimate is kind of his unique transformation, his unique form. So he's already got that. I would see him develop that. Joshua mentions Baby again, and yes, I've talked about this before. The two characters I would love Toriyama to put into his continuity that he did, like with Broly, is Baby and Cooler. I would love to see those two characters. The idea of a Saffurian coming back for revenge and infesting people is a great idea. GT, I don't know if I like the execution of the idea in GT, or even in the Plan to Eradicate OVA, but I feel like it is one that could totally work if they do it right. I love the idea. AJ Briggs, aka Ace, I would love to see a Universe 6 arc, Sadala, and where Goku fights Jiren again. I love if Gohan got SSB. Well, I think Sadala's unquestionably the number one thing that's going to happen if it comes back. I just don't see how it wouldn't come back. I'm sorry, I don't see how it wouldn't happen. And I think a Goku Jiren rematch would definitely draw money. And I'm using a wrestling terminology here, like combat sports terminology, but I think it would definitely draw money and people would be interested in seeing that. So, all right. Tom Boulis says, I don't care. Make it as dark as possible. When it comes to Dragon Ball, it's not really a dark series. The darkest it's ever gotten, you would say, is what? The Trunks arc. And also the Dragon Ball Z, like History of Trunks special, and that whole Cell saga. That was the darkest Dragon Ball really got. There's other dark moments like the Saiyan saga and things like that, but Cell arc was just bleak, dude. Like the future stuff. But Dragon Ball is not typically that dark. You know, I would be okay with it. I would love it, but it's just not something that Toriyama does, especially nowadays. I agree that it should be. Malik Williams says, more Universe 6, Universe 11 stuff, plus finally give us the end of Z and Oob. Yeah, I definitely think, I totally agree with that. Let's move past the end of Z. Pootie Walker says, in big words, Demon Realm. Boy, do I agree with that one. Yes, the Demon Realm would be a great storyline in Dragon Ball Super. Evan Christian Hartgrave says, if Broly is going to be canon, he puts quotes there, I'd love a Short Guard Jr. saga. Maybe Goten and Trunks have to deal with him this time. I don't know if I want Garlic to be coming back again. He already came back in Dragon Ball Z, and he was never that popular, and that arc gets a lot of hate from a lot of people. I feel like Broly coming back, it makes sense, but with Garlic, I think there are other villains I'd rather see come back than him. That's my opinion. Van Di Mayuga, sorry if I messed up your name. Deleted Universes comes back for sure. Yeah, that's been talked about for a while, and I think it is a great way to take Super in new directions to discuss the Deleted Universes. I would love that. Ronald Booher says Vegeta Beerus rematch for multiple reasons. Beerus made Frieza destroy Planet Vegeta. Well, he didn't make him do it. He suggested it. Frieza ended up doing it on his own volition. I also thought it was said Vegeta would become a great rival to Beerus like Goku. Vegeta has gotten so much more powerful. Agreed. And actually, in the manga, they had a Beerus Vegeta rematch that I thought went really, really well, and I thought was really, really good. So that being said, I do agree with you in that I would love to see an anime version of Vegeta and Beerus fighting. Chris Boothroyd says, I want to see anything from Trunks and Goten. They've been more or less worthless since the Boo arc in DBZ. I would love to see them done in a more serious light as opposed to comedy, especially Trunks, because that's the little serious moments he had talking to Future Trunks really did shine. Agreed, Chris, tremendously. I feel like I want to see them grow up. I want Trunks and Goten to grow up, and then you can do an arc about them. Kid, Goten, Trunks, I don't really care anymore. Nathan Peterson, Time Patrol, Toa and Mira, Timebreaker, Bardock, etc. Also Vegeta versus Beerus going all out. A lot of people want to see that Vegeta-Beerus rematch, I've noticed. I do too, but nonetheless, the Time Patrol, Toa, Mira, and Timebreaker, Bardock, I love those ideas and concepts so very much, whether it be Xenoverse Heroes or online. But it's something that seems to stick in that universe. It's in the video game universe more so than the main Dragon Ball continuity. It's just they would have to redo a lot of things and change the characters for it to work. Which really, Toriyama doesn't care, so he'll do it if he wants. Mark Cornjet, depending on how DBS movie story goes, I kind of want to see Broly become a good guy and maybe become a god of destruction. Well, it's funny you mentioned that because I did a video with Jack Blade about that very thing. Should Broly be redeemed? Will he be redeemed? But when I made that video, you actually left this comment before I made that video, because I put this post up, a while before I made that video. So I'm just getting to it now. So you wouldn't know about that video, but now I'm pretty sure you probably know. So I did cover it already. Omari Joannim says, man, bro, we really need to have the Tuffle Saga or some kind of arc without Baby. Without Baby or with Baby? Well, I'm okay with them bringing the Sephorians back, but I feel like Baby would be like the name of him, you know what I mean? But it could be a different guy. I'm okay with them doing that and kind of having a revenge plot. Like but it's been done in GT and Plan to Eradicate. I think it could be done even better if it's really written out well, Michael Paul Henson, what if Beerus falls back to sleep during the Broly movie? Then the series continues, maybe just an arc. Without him, I wouldn't put it past them to use sleep as a plot device again. I agree with you on that one, bro. I will say this. I would love it if they wrote Beerus out. Not get rid of him entirely, but like leave him out of being the main cast, because I think he's very powerful, and I think it is a good idea to kind of put him away for a while and then kind of bring him back when something important happens. So I do agree with that. Jake Tynan, I would love to see Jiren and Universe 7 get explored more and have their own saga, and if Broly joins the main cast, it would be awesome to see Broly versus Jiren. Yeah, I think a lot of folks want to see that. Garrett Lewis, mini arc featuring Trunks and Goten, no bailout from their dad's true showcase of what they're capable of. I discussed that earlier. I would be okay with it. Goku and Jiren versus the mystery guy who beat Jiren. Well, that storyline, I think you're talking about who killed his parents. That's what I think you're referring to, because the guy he didn't really beat Jiren. I guess he did beat him when they fought in the past. He certainly didn't beat the Jiren that fought Goku, because this dude was way, way more powerful than Jiren as a youth. But I do think that the storyline with Jiren's parents totally has to be explored more. I know it's just like a one little one time, it's backstory for Jiren, doesn't really matter. I think it could be explored. Jesse is bringing the goods right here. Jesse Wayne Lafferty, ancient gods waking up, planet Vegeta being wished back, or at least Vegeta and Goku's fathers. Well, there has to be a reason for it, because Vegeta and Goku really don't care about their fathers. However, Dragon Ball Super Broly might change that based on the trailer. Seems to be a lot different direction they're going. Ancient gods being villains, I think, would be fantastic. I've been wanting that since the beginning of Dragon Ball Super. Trunks and Goten, Vegeta meeting Planet Dollar King. Those are things that are going to happen for sure. Devin Williams, something to do with the other universe characters we saw, even if the team has to split up to venture each one, and they can find new enemy, nothing that anyone ever expected. I would love it if they split the team up and then did an arc where everybody's divided and they get back together again. I would love that. That would be great. Brian Cruz, a full arc with Baby. It's my number one wish if Super comes back. He's the best GT villain. His story would actually fit very well, and maybe do something very different where he takes over Goku's body instead of Vegeta. Well, okay. I agree with everything you said except for the last part, and I'll tell you why. Zamasu already took over Goku's body. We've already seen that recently. So I think that shouldn't happen. But him taking over other people's body, Gohan, 18, 17, or maybe what if Baby takes over Beerus's body? See what I'm thinking? See what I'm saying? Like, now, and Beerus becomes the villain? You know what? I'm sold on that idea. That would be great. For just one arc, he takes over Beerus's body. Andres Eduardo Padilla, the Plastidal arc or something past Z already. I agree. Let's keep going here. Something regarding the universes that did not have to compete due to their high power levels. They obviously have some people that even Jiren wouldn't be able to handle. No, because you're wrong. The mortal rankings, and I've talked about this a billion times, the mortal rankings have nothing to do with power. We've discussed this extensively. Certain YouTubers made videos about it without knowing what was really going on, and it was confirmed several times in the series that mortal rankings have nothing to do with power. Now, the idea of, them exploring those other four universes, yes, that is a good idea. Hunter Silva, I would love to see a Sadala arc. I want to see a team up between the Z Fighters and the Pride Troopers, but most importantly, give me Toa, Mira, and UI Vegito. Well, I want storylines more than just just simple stuff. I want more. I want y'all to like comment more details, but because UI Vegito and that could happen. I mean, for sure. Toa and Mira less likely. Vegeta visiting Universe 6. All right. Now this is a creative one. I like this one from Mikhail Barreau. I want a storyline that implies the Omni King found a new hero that he prefers over Goku. So he finds a new friend, basically. Broly, for example, or a non-warrior with evil influence, that and more Piccolo action. Yeah, having the Omni King get manipulated by an evil entity, I think, is a potentially great storyline if they do it right. I do think that could work. Jean Paolo Bautista, SS4 being canon. Come on, bro, nothing is canon. And was born from Uzaru mode and not SSJ transformation. I mean, they could do it for like Universe 6. I would be okay with that. Sebastian Artola Flores, a Gohan arc or explore other universes. Yep. Dylan Johnson says stories with the universes that are being erased and or the four universes that were exempt. I agree with that. Others have brought that up, and I do agree. There's places to explore. And then he's talking about... Joey says Wishback Planet Vegeta, but there's no reason for them to do that. Unless this movie changes something, there's no reason for them to do that. Have new characters about protecting the universe from threats rather than destroying planets. So he's basically saying make the Saiyans good. I think Universe 6 Saiyans kind of do that more than Universe 7, you know what I mean? Based on what we've seen, on what we were told. Ryan Chu, adult present Trunks and long-haired Goten. Yeah, right, they need to grow up. Mike Gilbreth, he talks about Gohan getting a new transformation. Trunks and Goten get more shine. Bring back Sailor Kid Buu, Gogeta. Well, you're going to get one of those very soon. That's all I'm going to say about that. But, again, I want storylines here. U6 lore, Beerus rematch, new arc past DBZ ending. And since it's Dragon Ball Super SSBS, for something to fit it in with it. Well, Heroes always does crossovers and not Super. So don't expect it to be the same thing. Tom Mower says this mentions Planet Sadala. Marcus LeBron says an arc where Goku meets Oob, trains with him, achieves a form higher than Blue Kaioken times 20, and then meet a villain from Universes 3 through 18. Doesn't matter that Goku and Vegeta cannot beat. Goku dies and Oob becomes the hero of the world somehow, and Vegeta tries to master UI in the aftermath of Goku being dead, and the world saved, and they revive Goku with the Dragon Balls, and then both Goku and Vegeta fight Beerus with MUI, but little do they know Beerus also masters UI, and the three go ahead and all go at it with MUI. Thank you so much. This guy wrote a whole storyline. That's what I was looking for, right? Marquise. And I think UI Goku possibly already surpassed Beerus, but if Beerus did master UI, oh my goodness, that's a fight. Now we're talking about a real fight here, which again, I think it would be a great storyline if after Dragon Ball Super, the first run, after the Jiren Goku fight, that Beerus realizes that he's slipping. He realizes that this Goku is catching up to him, and he goes and trains in UI. That needs to happen because it makes sense for the character, and it would make Beerus kind of back on the scale of being super freaking strong. So I do agree with that, and I do like your idea about Oob becoming the hero, but I feel like that's also something that could be saved for way later. You know what I mean? But Goku comes back anyways, like you wrote. Bobby Sista, center it around drama more than action. They both go hand in hand. Chris Pananen, I'd see a Jiren side story with a backstory to his training and having him and Goku spar and teach each other new things since they're all about becoming stronger. I would like to see that, but I wouldn't like to see that too much. I would like to see it kept kind of short. Juan Ramirez, I have small arcs focusing on other characters while a big arc is going on. A lot of anime do it all building characters while doing so and focusing on Goku. Yes, and I was hoping they would do that in terms of power, and I feel like they dropped the ball on it. I would love it if they focused on other characters besides Goku. I really would. Randria Myranarivo Nandrianina. Please forgive me if I screwed up your name. It's very long. I'm just gonna call you Ran. Similar story as in Dragon Ball Absalon, the invasion of Saiyans looking for legendary Super Saiyan Broly, being able to see adult Trunk Goten, Gotenks or Oob would be great. Well, it's funny because Absalon did definitely bring back Broly, and I think that now that Super Broly, the movie's coming out, you could have a storyline like that. You could have one like that actually. Because now maybe after Goku and Broly's fight in the movie coming up, and Vegeta and Broly's fight, maybe other Saiyans that are still alive somewhere in some remote world besides Broly pick up on that. They could go in that direction now for sure. Freddie Jimenez says Sadala, of course, and maybe note on why Namekians had all the Saiyan history. I mean, the Namekian Book of Legends has a lot of knowledge, and I would like to see that explored. CJ Bayham, the real Goku turning evil, something where he hits his head again like he did when he was little and turns him evil. It's been done too many times, man. Turles is like the example of Goku if he wasn't evil, or if he was evil. Goku Black, I just feel like it's been done too much. You know what I mean? I think it's been done too much. Alexis Hernandez, age up Trunks and Goten, have them be more of a focus along with Oob, Pan, and Brawl. Even remake the GT sagas as their cool concepts, didn't get to explore a lot of them because of the low... How halfway through the collection of the balls, we got the best arc of GT, the Baby Saga. Agreed. I think taking GT's ideas and making them better, I think is a good idea. So, that's my thought. I hope they explores the Zalama and the origins of Super Dragon Balls. He probably could be higher than Zeno, probably top dog. Yes, I think there is another storyline that they could do here. Roop says, I wish that Goku died. Well, he did already twice. All right, this is the last one right here, folks. And there's a lot more, dude. Kaioshin. Check out the post on the Geekdom 101 page. Interdimension battle, the demon world purging with the universe is similar to what Zamasu tried to do, but the demons have somehow blocked Zeno from interfering, so he and the Grand Minister must watch from the outside. Demon gods fight our gods and angels. Imagine a movie, This Is the End, but with Dragon Ball. Well, This Is the End was a comedy, but I love this idea, dude. I love the idea of because I had a very similar idea for this movie. There are demonic entities that exist that can rival the angels. See what I'm saying? Real demonic entities that actually are a threat to the god hierarchy. I would love that so much, dude. I don't know if they're going to do it. I don't know if Toriyama would even think of that. I really hope that they do it. There's just so many great ideas, and I appreciate you guys leaving comments. I do love this comment here about Al Bundy. Anyways, so much more. I can't get to all of them. There's 248 comments here. Way too many. I had to do first come, first serve. But please check out the discussion over on the Geekdom 101 Facebook page. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day. And I'll see you soon. And again, leave your comments with your ideas down below because I'll probably revisit this topic at some point in the future. Talk to you soon.